Hello again, this is SF Giants Fan Mike coming to you today with another Fate-related video. Today, it's today's menu for the Emiya Familia. Emiya Family. Sorry, I'm mixing up Don Machi in here, guys. So apparently when it rains, it pours for me when it comes for the Fate franchise. Okay, for the last 6 weeks, I feel like I've just been a kid in the candy store with all the Fate stuff that has come out. Mid-May or so, I got back into Fate Grand Order. There's a ton of stuff to do there, a ton of fun stuff for me. Granted, most of what I'm going through I've done before, but nonetheless, it's still new to me. Well, not new to me, but you guys get the idea. Stuff to do. And then early June, obviously was Heaven's Feel came out. And then I discovered, today's menu on Verve for me. And I had fun with that. And then just this weekend, Last Encore came out, and I published my my reactions for that. And later tonight, I plan to do I'm going to do more of a pros and cons kind of review like I normally do for it. But for the whole, taking everything into account, just kind of going over it. It'll be kind of like my wrap up for the first 10 episodes, first season. And then today I found out there was a new episode for the Emiya Family. Emiya Family. Oh my goodness, they need a simpler name for this. I guess that's half the fun, right, guys? It came out today, and I had a blast with it. I mean, in between all those dates, I've also been rewatching Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works. I actually still got the last 2 episodes on Unlimited Blade Works, but then I've been going through more Fate lore videos with Otaku Daikun. Oh, also, not to forget, 40 hours of my life so far. I've gone through the first 7 parts of Otaku Daikun's playthrough of the Fate route. I want to say that's a roughly 40 hours through the first 7. Maybe not. Maybe more like mid-30s. But you guys get the idea. A lot of hours there. I still got to go through the 8th. I wanted to do that this weekend. I'm probably going to have to parse it out through the week. But anyways, let me get to the lowdown on episode 7 of of today's menu for the Emiya Family. Yes, I'm reading that off a screen so I don't bork it anymore. I probably still will bork it. Go figure. I like this little... this is like if you search up, today's menu for the Emiya Family. This is like the first picture that comes up. It's it's like the picture or the backdrop or whatever you want to say it for the series. I kind of like it. I mean, you got Sakura, you got Ryder, you got Saber, you got Shiro. Just a kind of cool shot. But today's episode was kind of cool. It was, I forget what they cooked. Let me pop over here. Refreshing and easy to eat chilled ochakazuke. Yeah, ochakazuke. Forgive me, I know I'm butchering it. Okay. Anyway, guys. So this episode was cool. This was essentially Fate/Beach episode. From what I can recall from Apocrypha, Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, and so far through the Heaven's Field, they haven't had the typical anime beach episode. Now, kind of sort of with the bath episodes, they've had plenty of in Prisma Ilia and Last Encore. They've had the bath episodes, but not like a beach episode. And that's what this kind of was. Let me go to my next picture. Ta-da! Rin! Being all excited about there. She kind of explains everything and whatnot. Anyway, it's just kind of cool. They had their beach episode. I pulled 12 stills out of the episode, guys. I wanted another 40 or 50. To tell you honest, there's just a lot of cool setups in this. So, in short, they go have their beach episode. I'm just going to kind of do it picture by picture, guys, to kind of refresh my mind. But they have a lot of fun there. It was really cool. They have some fun in the water. They have some volleyball fun. And then, of course, they go home and they have dinner. So let's kind of go through it shot by shot here. Not really shot by shot. Yes, I'm on Google Drive because I got these pictures off my computer. because I don't have Verve on my phone. And I left, the one thing I was trying not to do was leave the, anyway, guys, I was trying not to leave the controls on the pictures. And of course, on the second one, I did. But again, here's just another shot. They're having, it's not really a beach. It's kind of like raging waters we used to have here in the Bay Area, water park. They get to go have their fun in the water. They kind of get to do their fan service episode. It's not really super fan servicey because everything kind of still ties together. But yeah, you get to see Ren, Saber, and eventually Ryder in a bikini. So next one, Ren and Saber having fun on the water slides. This is just a cool shot. They're going down the water slide. You actually are in the water slide with them, and then they go to this third-person view. I thought this was just a cool shot of them flying off. And eventually, of course, I didn't take the picture, but I kind of wanted to. Was they eventually, yes, ram right into Shiro. Shiro's just a punching bag in this 4 series, but it's okay. And of course, this picture. I loved this shot. I love it anytime they do this with Saber, where she's just like, "Oh my gosh, I want to do something." Usually, it happens with food in this series, particularly. Like, "Oh, it's something really good." Like, if you watch the episodes in the opening montage, they'll have various food reactions with her, and that thing with she has the cross in her eyes and the stars. She's eating stuff. In this case, she was rising to the challenge in an even bigger water slide than the one they just went down. She's like, "Yes, let's go!" And I love that shot. I love that moment. And yes, if you look over there at Ren, she's not very detailed. I actually like how they kind of do that. I'm not sure if that's Moe or how. I'm not sure necessarily the technique they do it. They use it a lot in this, and I like it because it's not the super serious Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, and all that stuff. We get to see the cuter stuff. We get to see the lighter side, and I love that. Okay, here we go. Here's just a picture, of the first point being scored. Eventually, Ryder, I thought I got that picture, and I didn't. But eventually, Ryder walks up. She sees Shiro. "Oh, hey, Shiro." Oh, and Ren and Saber. I have a feeling in Heaven's Feel we're going to find out something about Ryder, but I learned that then. Actually, from some of the things I've seen, I think Ryder kind of has a crush on Shiro too, which, it's Shiro. Apparently he's just a chick magnet and doesn't know it. But anyway, she walks up and then Ren gets the bright idea. "Hey, we got 4 now. We could go play volleyball." Which ended up being kind of counterproductive to what Ren wanted to do the rest of the day, because she forgot about Saber's competitiveness, but we'll get there. Again, I just love the fact that they're getting around and they're doing something that's competitive. You kind of get to see the action shots with the volleyball scenes in here, and yet the stakes are like, well, actually, they do ratchet up the stakes a little bit, but the stakes are almost non-existent. You get to see them be competitive. You get to see the awesome action shots, the setups, and all that, and yet, all your favorites are going to live by the end of the episode or the end of the scene. And I just like this one because it's like, I want to say Ryder spiked the ball, and they're just like, what, really? And then here's one where Shiro thinks he's about to be a superstar, and Ryder's just like, no. She's doing her best Dikembe Mutombo impression. "Get that out of here." I loved it. And then I think we had this shot here. Oh, this one didn't. Okay, no, it did. It did save clearly. Ren celebrating the win. Woohoo, they win. They go on to win the match with them, apparently. And of course, the shot right after this that I didn't get was Ren said something like, "Woohoo, you're like an advantage to have on the team." And she's like, "Yeah, because I'm so tall." Which, I don't know. Ryder didn't seem that tall. Next time I see Heaven's Feel or whatever, I gotta pay attention to how tall she is. But, yeah, whoa, hello. I'm not trying to add a comment. There we go. Anyway, as you see, we're about halfway through the pictures. I love that little exchange. Love, again, Ren's happy. Oh, I didn't grab any of the setup for this, guys. Okay, so as you see, I titled it "Shiro Just Wanted to Relax." So the setup is they go on to face the next guys, and somehow they end up fighting, going up against Archer and Lancer. And I really needed that extra picture, guys. And of course, Archer takes this shot. As you can see, they're going up against them. Archer gets a chance, and as we see, ball narrowly misses Shiro's head by probably half of an inch and causes a giant explosion. I love that Archer still has his grudge. It is awesome. Of course, then he goes, "Oh, darn, I missed." Like he wasn't trying to, you could tell technically, I want to say he hit it out of bounds, but he means he missed Shiro's face, because that would have probably blown his face off. And then this picture again, I love the cutesy style, the not so formed style. You just said you missed, remember? You totally aimed for his face. Rin was really, again, I love this. Rin was all over the place in this episode, and I love Rin. So as much as I love Yulia and Sakura and whatnot, I kind of miss them this episode, but I'm good with them not being there. And last but not least, after everything comes said and done, they come back to the house. Obviously, Shiro's going to fix them. And I should have got a few more pictures of this, but this one is my favorite. Rin's just exhausted from being out there all day, doing all the stuff they do. And eventually she melts. She obviously does her thing where, "Yeah, I'll go help you with dinner, Shiro." And Shiro's like, "No, I got this." And then she's like, "Okay." And then she literally just does the little cutesy melting into the ground. I love it. Because if you see a character like that in actual Fate Stay Night, that is something bad probably really happened to them, rather than just them cutesifying up a feeling, that you get to see. Anyway, guys, I really love this new episode. I'm really loving today's menu for the Emiya Family. And I'm messing that up while looking at the title, guys. Oh, yeah. It's a tongue twister. I'm really enjoying it. Maybe as the new ones come out, I'll do more of these. I don't know. This one was just so fun. I felt like this was something cool kind of just to do and put out there. Next time, I think I'm going to actually download it to my phone, so I don't get all this stuff every time I touch the screen. Because, get my gallery on my phone, I can just flip it and it doesn't do all kinds of craziness. Anyways, thank you so much if you sat here with me through this. I've just been having a ton of fun with the Fate stuff lately. I know eventually I'm going to put up my ending of Orleans in Fate Grand Order. I did the last 4 or 5 fights or whatever. It took me almost an hour, 48 minutes, I think the video is. And it's not too much of me talking and explaining stuff. It's just me going through it. I'll get that up probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Depends on how long it takes me to... Today's Sunday, by the way. Depends how long it takes me to do my wrap-up of the first season of Last Encore. I'm just like a kid. Like I said, I'm like a kid at a candy store right now with Fate. There's so much right now. And then I think shortly, maybe almost immediately after this, I'm not going to have much more to... Actually, you know what? I'm still kind of in the middle of it. Garden of Sinners. I've gone through 6 of those movies. I think I'm halfway through the 7th. So I still have 3.5 movies of those to go through. So I still have some more. I'm still kind of in the middle of it. But once I get done with it, I'm going to try to find some other stuff, because I know there's a lot of Nasuverse stuff out there. And I'm enjoying all of it. Even the stuff without, with today's menu for the Emiya Familia, I guess I don't really have a group shot, do I? Well, kind of a group shot here. I have, just in that shot, I got 4 characters I've already got a lot of affection and connection to. in the series, so it's really easy for me to get to this one. Like, but Garden of Sinners, I knew who Shiki was. I knew she was kind of a cool character, but I didn't really have that one-to-one connection with her, and that has blown me away. I get into Fate Last Encore again. I had Nero, and then I found Rin and Shinji and Sakura in there too. Uh, and so, I have something to connect to, but I really liked it. And soon, if I have time today, I will definitely try to do a half hour play session on I will continue my Let's Play of the Umbral Star. That is definitely my intention to start that up. Either was my intention to start it today, but then this came up and it's taken about an hour of my time, hour or two of my time. I've rewatched that episode like 3 times at least. It's only 12 and a half minutes. I'm really only watching 10 of it, but nonetheless, guys, I really enjoyed it. All right, guys, it's bye for real this time. I appreciate you guys sitting with me through this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.